Hi there, these comments are for LC. I am Michael Buckhoff from BetterTOEFLScores.com. And wow, have you got some trouble. You got trouble on your side, right, with the TOEFL exam. Let's take a look at what you wrote here. You say, "Hi, Mr. Buckhoff. I'm a foreign pharmacist in the U.S. trying to pass a TOEFL IBT. I just got my last scores from last Friday. I got 101. You got 26 reading, you got 28 listening, you got 25 on the speaking, which is not good for you, and 22 on the writing, again, which is not good for you. I have lived in the U.S. for 6 years. I speak English every day. My part-time job is a pharmacy technician and also at home. My goodness, this is a major problem. This is what I'm worried about. If you've been speaking English for 6 years, right, and still you're having problems with your speaking, you have what I call fossilization. It means that the problems you're having with your vocabulary, your pronunciation, and your overall speaking fluency, it has become ingrained in your brain for 6 years. You've been having these problems for 6 years. You have never fixed these issues. Now, in 1 month, you want to undo all of these problems that you've been actually having for 6 years. It's not going to happen. You're not going to be able to get all this stuff done in 30 days. You say, unfortunately, I've been getting 25 and 22 on the writing in the past three tests in 2019 and then 2022. I am stuck with those results. I have to send my TOEFL results to the Board of Pharmacy by August 10th. Because my time to end this process is almost over. I understand exactly what you're saying, so I am really in a rush to improve my scores fast. I cannot afford to present the test monthly, but I'm having to do it because basically these 2 months are my last chance and I need to try to pass, so I'm thinking of trying again in mid-July. I wouldn't do it. It's if you take the TOEFL test over and over, you just keep making the wrong mistakes. No, you need 3 or 4 months. I mean, you've had these problems, right, for 6 years. 6 years. So what makes you think you're going to solve these in 1 month? I don't think so. It says, I've tried online classes. I did not get helpful feedback. I also paid for some practices for ETS. I got my scores from 23 to 26 in speaking and 25 in writing. I got some feedback from the E-Rate or one of my tests for speaking. I like how you analyzed what you're saying here. And I'm going to change this to in which, not where. Usually where is for geographical locations, and then in which is for other situations. So in which I see my lower speech components are vowel. And what you're telling me here is very helpful. I don't even have to look at the document that you attached. So this is good. Vowel pronunciation 75, vocabulary depth 79, speaking rate is 85. So it means that you're having some pauses and hesitations when you speak. You're using a lot of basic vocabulary words and you're having problems with pronunciation. I'm willing to bet a lot of money that your problems are with long vowel sounds. That's one of the areas you're having trouble with. You say for writing, I have been getting some feedback. I like your use of the present perfect progressive, by the way. You say, but not enough for me to improve the 2 extra points that I need. I really don't know what else to do. I do not have enough money to pay for more classes. Presenting the test on a monthly basis has caused a huge impact in my finances. Why did you take the test on a monthly basis? That's $200 a month. Are you crazy? Don't do that. That's not a good idea. You're wasting your money. You're throwing it away. and you're not getting the results you want. You need to fix the problems you have with your speaking and your writing first. This is going to take several months. And then once you fix those and you're confident you can get maybe 28 to 29 on the writing, you're confident you can get 28 or 29 on the speaking, that's when you register to take the TOEFL exam. Do not put yourself in this 1 month, this 30-day emergency. That is not the best way to work through your speaking and your writing issues. All right? That's my advice. You're asking for my advice. What do you do now? Uh, I'm sure you do not have enough money to pay for my classes. I know that. You've already said that. So I'm not going to make any recommendations for my courses. I'm willing to talk to you a little bit. If you want to come by my Zoom office hours, you can come by maybe Monday or Tuesday next week. I have office hours from 12 to 12:50 in the afternoon. This is California time in the United States. You can come in, it's free. If you do that, I want you to bring a writing sample. I want you to bring a writing sample to our meeting. And then when I talk to you and I hear you speak to me and things, then I can understand more about your speaking issues. But bring a writing practice test to the meeting so I can take a look at it and then be prepared to talk to me a little bit about your situation. So my options, it looks like the best thing for you, I think it's not very expensive. It's about $49 a month. It's my speaking and writing feedback service, right? That would be something that can be very beneficial for you. Another thing is private lessons, but I don't think you can afford it. I recommend maybe enrolling in my TOEFL speaking and writing feedback service. You can go to bettertoeflscores.com and you can check out that service and enroll in that service. And then weekly for the next month, you can register. You can have maybe one private lesson for speaking and one private lesson for writing. And when we do the speaking, I will help you a lot with these problems that you talk to me here about. I will help you with your pronunciation, accent reduction, kinds of things. But even that takes time. And remember, you've been making these exact same mistakes for 6 years, over and over and over and over, right? What does that mean exactly? I mean, I hate to tell you, but I wrote an article on this. You may want to sit down here. I don't want to give you a heart attack here, but you probably already know this, but you are in TOEFL hell. That's exactly where you are right now. I don't even want to talk. I mean, I hate to even show you this, but I actually have an article about students in your situation. You are in TOEFL hell. Some students, they never get out of it, and then some students are able to get out of it. And I'm guessing because you've been here 6 years, I think it's going to be very, very difficult for you to get out of TOEFL hell if you ever get out of TOEFL hell. But if you go over to Better TOEFL Scores, you can read this article. I hate to depress you, but you can learn about what it is, what is TOEFL writing hell, what is TOEFL speaking hell, and why do they do that? You see the reasons here. What causes this? No plan for their studies, their pride, they don't want to seek help. You've already done that though. You've been seeking help. You have too much hearing and seeing without doing, which means some students, they just watch a whole bunch of videos, then they take the TOEFL exam and wonder why they don't pass. You actually have to complete speaking and writing practice tests and get qualified feedback in those areas to get out of it. You're relying on unqualified mentors. It could be that the mentors or the TOEFL tutors you work with weren't qualified. Maybe you are focusing in the wrong areas. Maybe you are taking the exam too many times. But these are different reasons why people get stuck in TOEFL hell. So what I would do in your situation is come by and talk to me. It's free. Come by on Monday or Tuesday. You can tell me more about your situation and I can give you some ideas and things on what you can do. Remember, I want you to bring a TOEFL writing sample. I need to see what kinds of errors you're making. right? And then I can tell you whether or not I can get you going in the right direction in a month's time. Uh, my first impression is no. I do not think there is anything that I can do at this point that's going to make a huge difference in your English language skills in the next 30 days, at least when it comes to speaking and writing. I just don't think that's enough time. Yes, I can diagnose what your problems are. Yes, I can give you practice and feedback and lessons to help you improve. But the question is, can you take all of this feedback? Can you learn all this information? And can you make the necessary corrections in your speaking and writing in a 4 week period? My 35 years of TOEFL teaching experience says no, you cannot do that. I really don't believe you can do that in 4 weeks' time. Maybe 3 to 6 months, maybe, right? But you put yourself in this emergency situation, which is not a good situation. Anyway, there's no way to end the video. I'm just going to stop talking. Good luck to you. If you do need more advice and feedback, please come by my office hours. It's free. We can talk face to face. Bring the writing sample. All right? I'm an English professor at California State University, San Bernardino. I want to see what your writing issues are. That way I can tell you why you get 22, why you're not getting any better. I can tell you what your problems are. All right. Thank you.